It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 29th of June. I'm Michael Groff, closing out the month with temperatures around 7 to 10 degrees below average. But as we head toward the 4th of July weekend, highs getting back pretty close to that 110-degree mark. We'll see some moisture increasing across the state along the way as well. And could this be the sign that our monsoon is starting to get fired up for the summer season? Let's get into it. First, the Almanac from yesterday. 105 degrees the afternoon high, 81 the morning low. That's pretty close to where we should be for this time of year. That record high, 118 degrees. Fortunately, we won't be anywhere near that anytime soon. Outside now, here at 7 o'clock, we've got partly cloudy skies out there sitting at 82 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 36, humidity 20%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, 71, the cool spot up on Thompson Peak, 75 at Goodyear, 78 in Buckeye. Most temperatures across the area are in the upper 70s to middle 80s. Looking at the weather pattern across the country, not a whole lot has changed in recent days. Still have a ridge in the east and this very anomalous trough, a deep upper low centered over Idaho. The southern periphery of this system is moving across the desert southwest. And that's going to spell out windy and dry conditions, but temperatures below average for the next couple of days. But with those windy and dry conditions, look at the watch warning map. A red flag warning in effect for almost all of Arizona. That means elevated fire danger continues, and those red flag warnings extend for much of the southwestern United States. Look at the winter weather advisories. Snowflakes flying here to close out the month of June up across parts of Idaho and Montana. But on the other side of the coin, heat advisories for the Dakotas. The convective outlook for today, the standard slight risk of severe storms around Dickinson and Williston, North Dakota, over toward the Magic City of Minot, with a marginal risk for the adjacent areas there. Another marginal risk zone around Minneapolis, St. Paul, down toward Milwaukee and near Chicago. And the tropics in the East Pacific, there is a tropical wave out there south of the Baja Peninsula. That's kind of an interesting feature because that may actually inject a little bit of tropical moisture into the southwestern states by the middle part of the week. And it could spell some widely scattered thunderstorms, mainly over the higher terrain, but could we see anything in the valley? Well, taking a look at precipitation for the next 7 days, the WPC says no rain for us here in Phoenix. Most of the precipitation generally around 1/10 of an inch or so confined to the rim country and parts of extreme southern and southeast Arizona. But we'll take a look at the models and see what they say about it. We'll go to the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Big ridge out over the East Pacific and that very deep upper low to the north of us. Look at those heights below average here across Arizona. So for us down at the surface today, partly cloudy skies. It will be windy at times with southwest winds 10 to 20 here in the valley, gusts to 30 miles per hour. Higher gusts across the northern part of the state and out over the open deserts. Watch out for patchy blowing dust as well. And highs today in the mid and upper 90s, the normal high 106. We're not going to be anywhere near that today. And then tonight, the skies are partly cloudy. We'll see lows mostly in the mid 60s in the cooler pockets, mid 70s in the urban core. With the breezes around tonight, I think temperatures are going to be pretty widespread where you're kind of sheltered from the wind. It will certainly be cooler, but probably the urban core will stay on the warmer side. And then tomorrow, that trough begins to move off to the east. Breezes will still be around, but not nearly as much as today. Dry conditions continue. High temperatures remaining below average, mid and upper 90s here in the valley. Now, as we go to Wednesday, high pressure starts to build in from the east. Remember that tropical wave I showed you off of southern Baja? Well, with southwesterly flow still in here, some of that moisture might start to get drawn up into central and eastern Arizona. The GFS being rather aggressive with that idea, showing isolated or perhaps widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. And many of the GFS ensemble members try to bring some very light precipitation even here into the valley. At this point, I'm keeping the forecast dry, but just know that isolated thunderstorms will be around at least parts of the state on both Wednesday and Thursday, and because of the increased humidity, moisture values, partly cloudy skies around, temperatures will be slower to recover than we originally thought. Highs likely still somewhere between about 99 and 103 for both Wednesday and Thursday, and isolated thunderstorms. We may have to introduce those into our forecast in later updates. We'll see. Now here we go to Friday. Still some lingering moisture, isolated showers and thunderstorms in the eastern part of the state. Over the higher terrain here in Phoenix, a few clouds, otherwise mostly sunny. High temperatures warming back closer to normal, somewhere between probably about 103 and 106. And then here's the 4th of July. We're going to go partly cloudy and hot here in Phoenix. High temperatures around 110. And again, isolated showers and thunderstorms in the eastern part of the state, as you would expect this time of year, because that ridge will be over the southwest and drifting around, perhaps eventually starting to see more of a southeast flow develop, which is more of a monsoonal pattern. Same thing on Sunday. Isolated showers and storms in the eastern mountains. Think we're going to stay dry, though. Highs 108 to 111 in Phoenix, and just partly cloudy skies at best. Here we go to next week, Monday the 6th. Widely scattered thunderstorms over the higher terrain, but here in Phoenix, partly cloudy, dry, highs pretty close to 110. Going out to the end of the period, this is Wednesday the 8th. The ridge now around the Four Corners or over northern New Mexico, and in that configuration, if this verifies, and that's a big question 10 days out, but that would set the stage for scattered showers and thunderstorms now over eastern Arizona, northwest Mexico, and perhaps we could see our first monsoon storms of the season getting into the valley if this is right. So let's hope for this scenario, because many of the GFS ensemble members are pointing to the idea of increased moisture for the first half of next week. Speaking of, let's check out that precipitation coming off of the GFS ensemble. There's 21 members here, and most of them seem to indicate that we'll see some rain around here over the next 10 days to 2 weeks. The European ensemble, not quite as bullish, although about a quarter of the members are showing some precipitation around here. We'll see how the trend goes, but certainly it's looking a little bit more optimistic. And temperatures off the national blend of models, upper 90s today and tomorrow, and a slow warming trend after that. It's got us at 103 on Wednesday, 102 Thursday because of the moisture, the increased clouds around, and maybe there's that small chance we could see a storm. Then over the weekend, we warm it up for 4th of July, as you would expect. Highs pretty close to 110 or so, and overnight lows warming back into the 80s. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions, always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. You guys be safe out there. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water. I know temperatures are a little lower, but you still want to stay hydrated. And watch your kids around the swimming pool as well. And you guys have yourselves a great Monday.